Are we alive? Back to normal. What do you mean by normal? Nobody's ever normal here. We're dead. This is a simulation. I believe it. With my tinfoil hat on my head right now. Yeah, we're in the Matrix. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go over here. Oh, wait, what the hell? Where's that like a giant... Okay, well that's gone. I don't know where that came from. What the heck? Wait, why is this a thing anyways? Can we just get rid of... Let's just get rid of this entire thing. Yeah, leave! Leave me! Okay. Well, that thing is gone. The big terrifying plus... The plus marker is gone. Welcome in, everybody. Rats and getting first, Koa. Ketchup, Koa. I'm sorry, I like mustard more. No, I like both. They're both good. They both belong on a hot dog. I'm a well-adjusted individual. No, you're not, Raps. What the hell? Here's the thing, guys. I know Raps personally, and I know he's like anything but well-adjusted. He's like the complete opposite of well-adjusted. Woke up at 5 a.m. See, exactly what I mean. Waking up at 5 a.m. is not normal. Everybody wakes up at like 7, 8. And Jim, what are we saying? That you're not well-adjusted. The echo's is never gonna work. I'm gonna turn it off. So you guys stop gonna waste points. Stop wasting points. Where is it? Where's echo? Every time I switch models, every time I switch my hairstyles, it just stops working. Unless you really want to waste points, I'm gonna start calling it Point Waster. Should I just have like a random... I should just have a redeem called Point Waster. You want to spam it so badly. Okay, you know what? Here you go. I'm gonna turn on something else for you. Add a new customer redeem. This is gonna be called Point Waster. This is just for you. Just for you, Wilder. Just for you. It's same amount of points. 250, okay? No limits. No limits. Spam it as much as you want. And here we go. Let's create that. Yippee! Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. Because I know some of you guys have come into chat and you guys are like, I have over 100,000 points in Ark. I don't know what to do with it. So here we go. Here is your Point Waster. If you want to spend something, you can spam it as much as you like. Yeah, no cooldowns. You can go on and on and on. What are we saying? What are we talking about? I am the bar of which normalcy is judged. No, you're like kind of far off. You're like not even on the... What is it? Like the gauge? You're not on the bar. You're not... There's no bar. I mean, there is a bar, but you're not like anywhere close to it. You're very far off. I'm saving to send my kid to college. We're not the same. I'm kind of far off. I'm anything but far off. I am well adjusted. I'm the one who is well adjusted. You were not. How is Ark's morning going? I slept really early last night. I slept at like 10:30 because I was so exhausted. I was so tired. I was mentally exhausted. I wasn't like physically exhausted. I wasn't sleepy, but I was like, I was doing so much work for the past few days, but not any of my own work. I think that was a problem. I was working on a lot of other people's stuff, right? Like I was working on my roommate's stuff. I was working, helping out with some other epic stuff. I was helping out with some other person's graphics. I was giving some tips for art, and then I haven't even... Oh my god. Okay, so like remember last week when I said there was a lot of things going on with my life, like a lot of personal stuff that hasn't anything to do with art. And then I was like, all right, this week is going to be the week where I catch up on my own work. And I got nothing done because I was doing everything else but my own work. So yesterday I was like, I am so exhausted from doing all this. I just need to sleep early. Let me do a mental reset. So last night I slept at 10 or 10:30. And then today I woke up early. Today I woke up at 7 and I'm like, all right, it's finally time to lock in. I have to lock in now. I have to finish all my commissions that are due by the end of this month. I like barely started any of them and I have like 4, 5 going on. That's all right. Stuff happens. Yeah. Whatever. You know what? Maybe the beginning of March has just been a really bad month so far, but that just means that, you know, the universe balances itself out, and if something bad happens, it means that something good will happen later, right? It's just, that's how it works. That's how I see life. Like every time you have a bad day, you're like, okay, it's just one day that's a bad day, or it's just 1 week that's a bad week, and then, or it's just 1 month that's just a bad month, and then the universe will reset itself. It's gonna be like, all right, just because you suffered this month, next month we're gonna give it to you good. You're gonna be deserving of all the good stuff. So that, like, that's just how I deal with my life. I just go, no, eventually all of this is gonna go away. All of this, like, I don't know, this mental stress is gonna go away. And then it'll go back to normal. I bet you read those Japanese birthday charts. I actually don't. I actually don't, because I know if I were to read it, I'm gonna go too far deep into it, and then I'm going to believe everything it says. Like going into the blood, your blood type or whatever, your tarot, your horoscopes, right? I love that shit, but I can't bring myself to go too deep into it. Like I will become a spiritual person, like a very, very deep spiritual person, if I were to push myself into that rabbit hole. You're not the gullible, I am the gullible. That's why I'm like, if I one day, if I'm like, all right, just because I am born in the year of the, I don't know what it is, like a fire phoenix or whatever it is, and the fire phoenix is saying that like this year it's gonna be horrible for me, I'm gonna believe that shit, and then every day I'm gonna feel terrible. I'm gonna feel absolutely terrible. She's the bar of which gullible is measured. I may be. Yeah, self-fulfill, exactly. Self-fulfill. I'm gonna create this mental image in my head, and then I'm always going to believe in it. Get a second opinion. Get a second opinion, easy. A second opinion. Maybe. I'm too individualistic to do that, though. I think I grew up that way, where this is how I learned things. This is how my education went, or how my parents decided to teach me. But they were like, Ark, if you want to do something, you got to do it yourself. And then I remember as a kid, it was so traumatizing because I was like, Mom, Dad, how do I do this? And they're like, well, figure it out yourself. We're not going to teach you. And so I'm like struggling through like half my life. I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I'm like, hey, how do you hold a chopstick? We're not teaching you. Figure it out yourself. How do I do my taxes? We're not going to teach you. Figure it out yourself. How do I apply for this? We're not going to teach you. Figure it out yourself. So my entire life's been like that. And so like, I am so scared of asking for help. Like my entire life, I'm like, all right, let me just Google, let me stress out for like 2 days straight, and then I'll eventually figure it out. Though I wouldn't wish this upon anybody else. At the same time, it's given me a very hard head. It's made me like not a little bit apathetic for other people as well, which I hate. I'm like trying to fix that because sometimes people would ask me for help, and then my first thought is figure it out yourself. Like, I hate helping people, and I think that's like one really negative bad trait about how I was raised. I just refuse to give help and I refuse to take help. Relatable, I got a tarot reading and it was terrible. Oh god. Yeah, like I am kind of curious, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it. I guess never asking art for help. I'm trying to fix my mentality. Like I'm trying to like rewire my brain just a little bit because I'm like, asking for help is good. I know asking for help is good. And I know everybody should be contributing to ideas because I know it's a good thing. Like logically speaking, it's a good thing. But like a part of my brain, like in the very back of it is going, I don't want to do this. Right? Like, I don't want to do this. Maybe that's why I don't like kids, because kids are always asking questions and I'm always like, yeah, I don't want to answer that. Like, it requires too much work. I don't want to answer that. So yeah, I'm actually trying. I'm trying to be like a better teacher. It's just like my personality is like, no, you're not doing that. You don't want to help anybody. It's a really bad trait to have. It's a really bad trait to have. I'm very critical of myself for it. Yeah, if I can do it, you can too. Exactly. And it's not always the case. That's not always the case, because I know everybody learns things differently. I know everybody's minds work differently. Everyone's brains work differently. And some people actually do require some assistance because they don't have the experience. And I would hate to put other people in my shoes as well, like the same shoes that I wore when I was a child and I was figuring things out, because honestly, it was so stressful. It was so depressing. It was so stressful. Hi, Vess. Good morning. As a teacher who is much of the same, I don't think it's your initial reaction that constitutes your character. Yeah, I believe that, like, I don't want my own experiences and my own negative experiences to mold me as a character, which is why I like to look at myself from a bird's eye view, from a third person's perspective, and I'll be like, I look at myself like a Sims character. That's what I do. I'm like, all right, I'm playing Sims 4 right now. My body and my brain is a Sims 4 character. And I'm like, what flaws do I have? What kind of things can I improve about this character? And how can I fix it? Like, I just fix myself. I take apart my own person and I'm like, all right, what are the bad qualities of this person? How do I change it? And if there's any mental blockages, how do I take those mental blockages away? Like, or at least suppress them a little bit. You do that so often, right? It's like we have full control of our bodies. It's like we have full control of our bodies. It's so strange to think about. I think some people don't have that though. Some people are like, it's just the way I am, right? If it is what it is. But I do think that, humans and people are capable of change. I wonder if I need to fix something and start deconstructing myself, right? I'm so glad it's not just me. I'm so glad that it's not just me, not like that other people do it as well. It actually helped a lot when I was a child, when I was like, there was a really dark period of my time, right? And I was like, I need to disconnect from this situation, and I didn't know how to. I'm not saying that this is like the best way to do it, but it was my coping mechanism. I was like, how do I disconnect myself? So I'd be like, all right, this body, this mind is not me. I'm like, this is just another person that I can associate with, but it's not really me. If I was another person looking at this from another view, how can I fix this problem? What is making this person feel depressed? What is making this person feel mad? What is making this person feel frustrated? And I'm like, all right, how do I fix this frustration? You did that too? Oh my God, it's not just me. Me jerk thinking I can do that, so it's nothing, just goes to show how small a standard we hold ourselves to. Yeah. And I think we can do that for like everyone as well, like everyone around us. Like if someone needs help with something, it's like, all right, I am the third person, and I can look at it from another point of view and be like, all right, if just like what is making you feel a certain way, what is making you react a certain way, and like how do we address that? It's not super healthy, right? It's like a coping mechanism, but it works. But it works. Yeah, conflict management, exactly. Raps is my ego. God, me too. But it honestly helps a lot with other with very difficult situations, because you're like, if there's a problem, the first reaction you should have should probably, I mean, it's probably healthy to feel frustrated. It's very healthy to feel angry about certain situations, but that anger and those emotions are not going to help you fix your problem. So I'm like, let me just rewire myself. Let me just rewire my brain just a little bit and be like, all right, if it was someone else, how would they fix this problem? My brain's too smooth to operate like that. Eventually, maybe down the line, like, I feel like everyone gets to a point where it's like, all right, I'm so angry right now, but like, I don't want to feel angry. Why am I angry? Hi Ube, on my way to work. Why is it snowing in March? I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes here we get snow until May. I know it's been getting really cold for the past few days. We got like a sudden burst of warmth last week. It was like 15 degrees Celsius, and now I'm like, wow, this is really nice. This is really nice weather for walking. So I went out on several walks outside last week, and then this week it's like back to cold. It's like back to winter. It's like spring doesn't exist, and I don't know why. Blame the groundhog. We got 6 more weeks. Did the groundhog come up early? Is that what happened? The groundhog was like, oh yeah, yeah, spring. And then he just brought us some summer weather. Sorry, spring weather. And now he's back in. He's like, never mind. Let me just go back to sleep. Let me head back to sleep. Good morning, Mysterious Emblem. Welcome in. Anyways. Today, we are going to be drawing, but how come the colors are strange? There we go. Okay, this is better. This is back to its regular color, right? Yes. It looks so blurry. What's going on? There we go. I'm blurring myself. How are you doing? Hi, Pradeep. Welcome in. Yeah, art stream today. Here's some music. Hold on. I don't like this one. Maybe it's fine. This is unhumanized again. Whatever. You guys can deal with this one. We're not changing it. May I just say you're positively glowing today? Quite literally glowing. That's not CSP 5.0. Yeah, it is. It should be. Let me just double check. So I know that, where the heck is my workstation? My workstation itself is a little bit strange. Change versions. Did I not update it? Quit the application and try again. Wait. Installing 5.0.1. I thought I did that already. Do I have to do it again? What are you gonna art? I don't know. We're gonna draw some hands. I had to go to the website and reinstall for the update. What? Maybe it's not 5.0. So Procreate thing, hand thingy is something that was for animation where you can mesh and do art. Procreate? The Procreate hand thingy. I know they added a feature that Procreate has, which is creating curves and straight lines. I am so bright today. Am I blinding? Am I blinding you? Okay, it says installing Clip Studio 5.0.1 now. Well, I guess we just wait. Let's just, you know what? Let me just stay here. We'll just stay here. And we need the horizontal chat. There we go. Now we can see each other. Am I blinding? Get flashbanged. Don't hurt your eyes though. If I'm too bright, just be like, Ark. My eyes, they hurt. You can update in program. Oh yeah, it's currently being updated in the program. So in order to update it, I know you have to press the the app drawer or whatever, the app drawer icon. It's not really an app drawer, but it's an app drawer icon. And there's a change version there, and you click on that, and then there's a big ol' update to 5.0.1 button. So that's the one I'm using. We got to see all the Ark details. On me? Yeah, let me put myself in the middle. Maneuver myself. This is me. Hi. My name is Ark. I am a VTuber. I am also an artist. And I occasionally do a little bit of singing. I have TikTok and I have Instagram where I post some of my content. I post all of my artwork on Instagram and I post all of my shorts on TikTok. And sometimes I post random shit that doesn't make sense on Twitter. Very occasionally. Have you seen a toucan in real life? No. Have you? That was one odd question. Can I draw yourself? Can I draw yourself? That doesn't make sense in the English language. Can you draw yourself? Yes. Can I draw myself? Yes. Can I draw yourself? What does that mean? Can I draw you? Yes. Can you draw me? Yes. Can... I should stop there. You will recognize 5.0 instant by the color... Oh, with the circles. Because I have 5.0 on my iPad. I don't have 5.0 on Windows right now, I guess. Can yourself draw my yes? Yes? I feel like I just had a stroke reading that. What does that mean? I've not seen a toucan in real life. Sad man emoji. I apologize. But I'm also on the same boat. I have also not seen a toucan in real life. The last toucan I've seen was Toucan Sam on a cereal box. He was rainbow colored from what I remember. Do you guys have Toucan Sam? But that was a long time ago. Toucans are cool. Awagi, hello! Whoa, I've never seen you here before. Yeah, toucans are pretty cool. I learned that you have to really take good care of their beaks because they get damaged quite easily, and some of them do chip off if they hammer hard enough. And I heard that some poachers actually like to poach toucans for the beaks because they're good material or something like that, which is terrible because they need their beaks to eat. The Fruit Loops toucan, yeah, that one. Toucan Sam. Or toucans. Toucan is a bird. It's a type of bird with a really massive beak. It's got setting up. Please do not. Oh. It's got a really big beak. Very, very big beak. It is a type of bird. The beak is banana shaped. It's kind of it's not a banana. It's thicker than a banana. It's way bigger than a banana, but it is curved. It's a curved beak. And it's usually black in color with a bit of rainbow in its feathers. It's a tropical bird. It's a type of bird, yes. A type of bird. All right. I think I've updated Clip Studio. Let's try this again. It's orange. It's not rainbow colored, it's orange. Oh, here we go. Okay, we got the circles. Ah, let me just move myself to the side. Here we are. We are finally experiencing Clip Studio 5.0 for the first time on Windows. And it says March 2026 update. You guys aren't seeing the screen right now, but there's a smart shape. There's 3D hand models. You can directly paint on 3D objects. You can add height to 3D fog settings. I didn't even know that was a thing. 3D, what? You can, there's 3D fog? Set the thickness of fog according to the height for a more expressive and realistic sense of density, whatever that means. Color correct multiple layers at once. Okay. Oh wait, I love that. I love that so much. Do you know why? Do you guys know why I have so many layers in all of my art projects, in all of my commissions, and everything that I do? It's because I'm always color adjusting. And I'm like, it makes no sense for me to color adjust every single layer individually. I'd rather just merge it all together in one big layer and then color adjust. And then like I paint on top of that and then I just keep merging. But now that we can do color adjustment on multiple layers, I don't have to do the big old merge anymore. And then I can actually make changes to every single individual layer if like not for color changes, but if I want to draw over them. Oh, I love that. That is such a good feature. Faster transform functions, whatever, that's just dual. Improvements to the material palette. Recently used materials filter has been added. Okay, pop-up tool related palettes. You can pop up palettes when a tool is selected, allowing you to use more screen space. What? Subtools have been renamed to tools, changed to simpler naming system, subtool palette, blah, 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 blah. Okay, all the palette stuff I don't really understand, so I'm just gonna ignore it and pretend that I can't read. Because it takes too much brain processing power and I don't have a brain for all of this. I have a brain, I just don't want to use it. Yeah, I can't read. Hi Nero, welcome in. Hi Bonds. The beacon have different colors in orange. What? I didn't know that. I'm learning all about toucans now. I saw it in Google, its beak looks like a cleaver. It really does. It really does look like a cleaver. By the way, if I'm getting cut off, right? If my voice is getting cut off, just let me know because I have... let me just change some mic settings here. Yesterday, I turned on mic suppression because there's a vacuum in the background. And then today, I'm not going to be so close to the mic anymore. So there will be times when my voice just disappears. Okay, there we go. Might be a little bit better. Who knows? Let's create a new, completely new canvas. 5,000 by 5,000. The color preview will be turned on because you've opened a file with a color profile setting. This can turn this preview off in the view menu, color profile, preview. What? View menu, color profile, preview, what? Preview settings? Oh, okay, so anybody who prints out their stuff, who prints out their art pieces, you can adjust to see which one is best under certain colors. I know that RGB doesn't really translate well to printed work. You probably want to go with CMYK and choose one of these ones down here for the actual, for printing, for physical printing. But we're not printing anything right now, and I don't think I'll be printing whatever I'm going to be drawing today, so we can just stick with this. Art can't read, and Art has a CPU. Oh no, not the CPU. Depends on the printer as well. Yeah, exactly. Depends on the printer as well. Yeah, we're not killing toucans. Who's killing toucans? Nobody's killing toucans here. Unless you're looking at something else on the screen. I always go, okay, let's take a look at the materials. How do I get to it? Windows, materials. Oh, here it is. Materials basic. Material 3D. Material body type. Oh, here it is. Guys, let's try using some of these. New hands. Yeah, there's new hands. Ooh, cool. I'm pretty sure there was more. There was a lot more on my iPad. What happened? Anyways, let's go with a body. See, I was learning Blender, and then it got to a point where I'm like, I can just download assets on Clip Studio for drawing. Of course, Blender's nice too. I still remember everything. At least I'm hoping I remember everything on Blender. But when there is something like this, right? We can just use this instead. Let's make her do something cool. Let's make her wave her arms around. Give her the little... This needs to go lower. And then with the hand, I wonder if I can just replace the hand. Can I do that? Wait, this is which one? Which side is this? This is the left hand. So this one. Okay, no, it's different. It's a different hand. Okay. What are these buttons? This is new. Oh my goodness. Okay. Navigator. That's not it. Tool settings. Is this the one? Yes. So, wait, hold on. We can move this down. See, okay, the problem here right now is that this hand looks like a dude's hand. Can I like change the hand size and shape? Transform? No. Hand mixer? Is that the one? What the? Slender. Oh. Oh, you can... Oh, what is the... I guess if you're really bad at drawing hands, this is what you can do. You can adjust... You can make it more delicate. If I want to make this like a girly hand, right? Yeah, so let me just open this up a little bit bigger. You can make it bony as well if you got some old women hands. Right, some hag hands. It actually doesn't make that much of a difference, to be quite honest, between this and that. I was expecting some thicker bones. And there's a hand mixer as well. What is this one? Oh, this one just resets. Okay. Oh. Show hand details. What? Let me close this. This is really small. There we go. Zoom in a little bit. All right. What do we got here? Delicate, slender. What if I were to just raise everything to 100? See, it doesn't like transform it too much. I kind of like seeing bones, but it's like you can barely see that. So show hand details. Click on this. Oh, and so what this does is that it just shows you exactly where all the like it just pinpoints all the joints and where the fingers start. This honestly still doesn't look that blender. Like I'm comparing this hand with my own hand right now, okay? The problem with this hand, what I don't like about it, I'm just gonna be a hater first of all, is that the palms are too big and oh, finger length. Oh, now we're talking. Okay. I'm like, yeah, the fingers feel really short and the palm looks really big. So if I were to make this look like my own hand, I would like increase the finger length. The yaoi hand sliders. What happens when we make everything like super thick? Oh my god. Okay, these are, oh my god, yaoi hands. Oh, holy shit. Nail. Oh, this is terrifying. Oh, now this hand belongs to like Alucard or something. Yeah, long nail width. Oh my god. This person went to the nail salon and they were like give me the biggest nails ever. Nail shape. Does this make it pointy? Oh, it just, oh, you can make claws. Okay, now it's like super sharp. Super sharp versus super blunt. I want claws, please. Anyways, we're not doing that. And veins? Where the hell are the veins? There are veins? So I see finger length. Oh, you can change the palm? Oh, so depending on what you click on here. Oh, hand veins are here. Oh my goodness. Vein palm. Oh, holy shit, what the hell? Ew, okay, that's kind of gross. This hand has become really gross. I don't know if I like this hand, guys. This is weird. This is weird as hell. Okay, let me just remove the show hand details right now so you guys can see. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not really digging. Granny hands? Is this what your grandmother's hands look like? Um, my grandma keeps her nails pretty short, I think. Kilo hands. They've got some, I don't know, something pumping through the veins right now. At least now I can do monstrous hands. You're right, you can. You honestly can. Should we turn it back to normal? Vein prominence, even like with the regular vein prominence of 50, it's still kind of like nasty looking. It is really, oh yeah. Ugh. What if I were to turn this down to like 0? Okay, so you might as well just not have it open or not up. You can have a little bit. Are there any, I guess I can sort of see veins on my own hands, but they don't like pop up like that. They're just a different color, that's it. Yeah, they don't really pop up. Maybe if I get really hot, they might. But normal people, okay, imagine you're trying to draw, right? And then you're like lacking some fundamentals and your entire art piece just looks, I mean, it kind of looks like your regular art style, and suddenly you have these very detailed hands on the art piece. It's gonna look awkward. So I'd say this is not gonna help most people with drawing hands, for it's not gonna match their art style a lot, like at all. So let's just remove the hand veins. Coding, hello, welcome in. And let's fix the fingers, right? Let's turn it back to normal. Finger thickness. This is, now these are granny hands. Oh, these are claws, okay. Yeah, they're like needles. What do you mean? My art style is yaoi veiny hands, are you sure? These are grandma hands. These ones. Yeah, let's bring this back to normal. Let's fix the nail length as well. I like some semi-long-ish. I usually keep my nails at around like this length, and I don't really go for more. I find that when the nails get too long, they actually feel nasty. They feel gross on me. It feels weird, and then I can't do anything with it, like when I'm washing the dishes, when I am typing. It feels like there's so much pressure on the nails, on the nail plate itself, and I'm like, no, I have to cut it right away. Until now, I've only drawn chibi hands, so I never have to draw nails. That's good. Start with that, and then eventually maybe you will go deeper into the nail space. I need some coffee, it's cold, hold on. I don't understand how people with long nails do things. Let me tell you, I used to have really long nails. I used to go to, I very frequently visited, when I was working 9 to 5, I always went to my favorite nail salon. It was a Japanese nail salon, and for a lot of girls, it's like, if you were gonna be spending $100+ on nails every 2 weeks, right? You're gonna want it to be long, and you're gonna want it to look nice. So for a long time, for maybe a year or two, I constantly had long nails, and you can do stuff with it. It just feels really bad. And you have to do everything with the, like, not the tips of your fingers, but you have to do everything with, like, this part. This part, then the meaty part of your finger, right? Oh god, job! Yeah, when I had a job, when I had a job, with the meaty part of your fingers, and let me tell you, it's not very convenient at all. Like, especially when I was wearing contacts, in order to take those contacts out of my eyes, right, I have to like somehow pinch it with just like these two parts of my fingers without poking my eyeballs out. It sounds really uncomfortable, but everything for beauty. Yeah, exactly. Everything for beauty. That's exactly what it was. Okay, this is more like a girl's hand. This for sure. Let me rotate you. Because I think most girls' hands aren't this thick. Yeah, they're not that thick. They're like They're like this. Unless they've been working out their palms with a grip, with a what's that thing called? Like the thing that you squeeze, the grip thing. And let's see. I think the palms are usually shorter, palm thickness. I don't. This is more like proportion wise. It doesn't. I feel like this one doesn't really matter much. Sensory issues prevent me having fails protrude past the fingertips. Fails, nails, nails protrude past the fingertips. Oh. Yeah, sensory issues definitely a thing. Hi, Kira. Welcome in. What even is a hand? The thing that you're looking at right now that's on the screen. This is it. This is a hand. This is a hand. Hi. Wait, how do I make it wave back and forth? Hi. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hello. My hobby needed nails to be short, so I can't imagine having long nails. I think for most things, I think short nails are definitely a lot better. Hello, creepy hand. Okay, I got it. We got this. Outline width. Okay, how about no outline? Why do we even need to outline? Light source. Oh, okay, this is cool because it doesn't just do light source for the hand itself, but it does it for the entire body. That's cool, okay. Cast shadow. We don't need cast shadow. Directional light intensity. Ooh, I don't know if anybody actually uses it. Does it help? Ambient light intensity. Oh. I actually think it's better for drawing if you're to just increase the ambient light and just not have shadows at all. And then figure out shadows later. But who knows? As somebody used to play volleyball regularly, there's no other option. You need to have short nails. Yeah. Hi, Roel, welcome in. You're right, because then you would absolutely destroy your fingers if you have long nails. I didn't understand because my cousin has really long nails and she plays volleyball, and I'm like, you're gonna break your fingers. Your entire fingernail's gonna fall off. Like, you're gonna be bleeding from the tips of your fingernails or your fingers if you were to keep doing this. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. And that, my friends, is how you fry scream. I should do that. I honestly have no idea. She does it herself too. She doesn't even go to the salon. She just does all the nails, the nail designs at home by herself, and they're usually really intricate. She puts like little gems everywhere. There's so many designs that she just glues on, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. But she's not a regular volleyball player. She just goes like every so often, but then I'm scared for her. I'm like, you can't play with those hands. You can't play with those fingers. It is impossible. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let's just change it, right? Let's just move this. I wish you can just take away this hand and replace it with this one, because then you got like, oops. Then you got two hands. And it honestly makes no sense. And same with the heads. Same with heads. I guess this works if you were just drawing and you're like, I can't draw the hand right now. So instead of using like a full 3D body model, you just stick with this one. Bend this down. Bend this one down. Right, she's going peace sign with your fingers. And this needs to be a little bit more straight. She can't have spaghetti fingers when you're doing the peace sign. Not allowed to. Right? Something like this. This is weird. It's double jointed now. There we go. This looks really awkward. Honestly, this looks really awkward, and I don't know why. There. Maybe it's like the way that it like just bends outwards. Hi, Dormant Owl. Welcome in. There we go. Okay, this might be a little bit better. Right? Something like this? Peace. Yeah, hi! Hi, Luffy. My cat wants to play. Who wants to play with him? Anybody want to play with my cat right now? There we go. No, that is a hand. It's a little bit too big. Yes? Can I make the entire thing smaller? Scale. Scale? On-screen manipulator. Oh, Oh. Oh, that makes it really flat. Oh, wait, that's weird. Don't do that. A flat hand. This is a paper hand. Wait, why is that a thing? What about, oh, so this, oh, I see. I see, that's not it. I think I have to move this, yeah. Okay. All right. Clip Studio can use 3D? Yeah, I can. Hey. It helps a lot with posing, I think. I don't know why I'm posing the hand before I'm posing the body. Let's change things. Here. You think this is a good pose? It's so boring. This is the most boring pose ever. And okay, so tilt it a little bit. Yes, very, very good. And we're gonna move the hand again. There we go. You guys can hear Luffy? Yeah, he was yelling a lot. I have drawn something like this. What do you mean boring? It's a boring pose. You know, regardless, it's still a boring pose. And then what else? And then we got, okay, now we have the heads. Now we can also add the heads in. So let's try that. Where's the materials? Materials. Head. Okay, let's see if we can get a female head. One. Shove this in. Right. And then we turn it around. So rotate. This way. This way. A little bit more to get. There we go. And then her neck is really thick. Is there any way we can change that? So I guess with the facial features, a femboy cat, I guess that's me, but I'm not a femboy. Unfortunately for a lot of people, I guess. Oh, there's some presets. Okay. How do I'm gonna make the eyes bigger. This is more anime. This is like really anime. You can try that. Facial features. If only we can change the neck size, because her neck is very realistic of a human person, but it's not anime neck. This is not anime neck at all. Yeah, not a femboy, unfortunately. Femboy Friday. Oh, that's a really good term. Really good marketing term. Welcome everybody to femboy. Yeah, don't do that. You can change the eyes. You can like move it back and. Oh, this is weird, guys. This is like some horror movie. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Can you click the neck on the facial features menu? Facial features. Oh. Oh, you're right. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're right. Okay, I can do that. Oh. There we go. That's That's a head. That's a really big head. Let's make it smaller. That's a head. Tiny bit bigger. Yeah? Now we have everything that we need in order to actually draw. Like, imagine you take this long just to get the post in. Maybe this is good for like people who aren't really sure about anatomy. Right? Today's your day. Make that short. Welcome to Femboy Fridays. By the way, I'm not a femboy. It's Femboy Furry Fridays, you're right. I have like everything that starts with an F today. A female femboy furry. Does that make sense? Alright, and then if we really want, we can also give her some massive boobs. Where's her body? Female, initial body shape. There we go. The problem, like the one thing I don't like about this model too much is that the torso is always too goddamn long. Can you make it, oh my goodness, make it shorter. Holy shit, I can make her look like a Barbie. Wait, this is so much. Oh, this is a little bit too much. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. Her ribs are missing. It's still a little bit weird. She's like very heavy in the bottom half. What the confuses me. Now we have to move everything a little bit lower. Yeah, we're reaching one piece proportions. Now her hips are a little bit too wide. There we go. This is I feel like this is like closer to my body shape. Right? You know, except for the boobs, because I don't have any. Can I just... Yeah, it's like you can't change the boobs by itself. You kind of have to go into, you know, initial body shape, I guess. Wait, oh, no, go back. Shit! Okay. No, okay, we're back to normal. Head to body ratio. Oh, height. I am 161 centimeters. Or 160. I'm 5'3". There we go. That's... This is me? Right, move this hand down. No boobs. I really don't have any boobs. Where is how do I get it so that, oh, I just look at the entire body and I go, okay, back to normal, back to regular arc body shape. Right, now the hips are too small. Wait, what? There we go. Regular arc. I'm just a wanderer here. I'm just lost or dreaming. Hi, Lillian Silver. Welcome in. It's been a while. How are you doing? I just remember I need to cook dinner. Go make dinner. I'm glad that you're not stuck at work anymore. Okay. Now that we're finally ready, how about we... Okay, hold on. Can we change it so that... Oh, shit. Oh, oops. Whoops. It's a little further out. There we go. Okay, this is closer to what we want. Yeah? And then... No. Lower. So I guess normally you wouldn't be spending this long on the 3D portions of drawing at all. All right, you know what? This is good enough. Right? This is I don't know how I feel about this. I really don't. What the hell? You know what? You know what? Let's just stick with this. Drawing? What's that? We're just gonna be playing with 3D today. Okay. This is going to be the final result. Doesn't have to look good in 3D space just from one angle. Yeah. But I'm like, what if you want to like change the composition? What if I want it to look like this? Actually, this is a better composition, guys. This definitely is way better. But now like the head angled, like, you know. God. Did not my intention. I didn't mean to stretch the head. This is definitely a way better composition. From down below. And then move it forward. Yes. Okay. Guys, we're doing it. Which means that this, whatever, we'll redraw the arm later. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank God. Can you not change the base head? I don't think so. I think we're just stuck with whatever that is. Unless there is, and I just don't know about it. Gotta wander by. Goodbye, Lillian. Feel tired, sleepy, mostly getting a fever. Oh my goodness, go rest, please. Please rest. Alright, now I think that's all of the 5.0 features that I want to look at. Let's add a new layer and let's go back to here. We're gonna change the layer properties and we're gonna make it blue. Right, under the effects, so that now we can see a difference between our black lines and the blue underneath. There. Rip ad. No! Sentience, hello! No, rip ad. Sentience can't hear me right now. Let me just say hi. I gotta redo my entire model sketch. It's off from the center by a tiny number. What? You don't have to redo it. You can use liquefied, no? Is this? Oh. My tablet turned off because I didn't use it. I was using my mouse the entire time. Alright, let's start painting, drawing. Ugh. Let's do a sketch, actually. I don't know how I feel about this face yet. Because the angle works in real life, but it doesn't really work in anime. That's why I'm making the chin just a little tiny bit longer. There we go. And we know that the mouth is here. I'm making it a little bit asymmetrical just to add some flavor to it. We can slant it even more. I'm gonna do this. And then erase. Oops. Oh, that's a really big eraser. 1500 size. That's insane. That's insanity. There we go. And I feel like these eyes kind of look like my own. Two hills, yeah. They're kind of small though. They're gonna be even smaller. Because I don't have any hills. They're gonna look like that. There you go, guys. That's an eye. This is a face. Yeah? Are you guys seeing the vision here? Actually, this face is very nice. It's very nice for proportions. just for you to get an idea of where everything goes. And then here are my ears. Is it how you were doing the art you're posting earlier this month? No, because it takes too long. It takes way too goddamn long to pose. If I am not finishing a piece in an hour, like any of my personal sketches in an hour, then I don't do it. What actually might be easier is if I were to download. Actually, let me draw me as a cat. I guess let's get rid of the ears. Who are you now? Oh, who are you making right now? Me. Me. There we go. And then I have the sides of my hair are a little bit long. Kind of like that. And then the cat ears are like around here. You can see the final images, really? Final images. The final images. For all of my artwork, I never really spend more than 2 hours. Maybe sometimes it's like an hour and a half. An hour and a half. Sometimes, most of the time, just an hour. But usually by an hour at that point, I'm like, all right, I'm not working on this anymore because I'm not making any, it's not part of my commissions, and I refuse to spend more than an hour on things that are not commissioned. There it is. Right? So if we were to get rid of, this is what we have. Just a really small face in the middle of the canvas. We're gonna have to make this canvas a little bit smaller. You look very tomboy. I would say I'm kind of a tomboy in real life. From the way I dress normally these days. I don't know if it's just me, but I've been buying clothes from the male section because I'm like, I really like oversized t-shirts because they feel nice, and they don't sell oversized t-shirts in the women's section of clothing stores. There we go. That is Catgirl. That is Catgirl arc. I think the shoulder's a bit wide, so we're gonna make it shorter. We're gonna make it smaller because, you know, perspective. There we go. Fix this. Oops. You can have both long ears and cat ears. Are you sure you want like 4 ears? Isn't that weird? That's a little bit weird, right? And I'm gonna fix the torso a little bit too, because this torso is not up to par in terms of what I think the ribs and everything should go. So lacking form just a bit. See, here are the abs. Here's the abs right there. Right. This is gonna go down. Doesn't go here. Here's the bones. Here is this, yeah. And rib cage. I want this part to be a little bit more flat instead of going in there. That's what I'm talking about. Arknights does 4 ears? I know it does, it's weird. 4 ears is peak, really? Hi Wiz, welcome in. How about trying on the cat paw gloves? Well, it's gonna cover her entire eye because her hand is here. So it wouldn't really work out because then it would just be like... Yeah, that's not gonna work out. I remember working on a commission where someone wanted like these really big talons on their hands, but they wanted the hands to be close to the face. And I'm like, you can't do that because then those talons are gonna rip your face apart, and they're really big as well, so like half your face is gonna be covered. But they wanted a specific pose, so I'm like, I'm getting rid of these talons. I don't care, I'm not drawing them. Just to make the pose work, I can't do it. I apologize, but I can't do it. Animal ears, pointy elf-like ears. Both of them. It's too much. There's gonna be too much sensory overload from hearing, just from all that sound. Armpit. Armpits here. And there's usually a line. There's usually a line. 2 lines. Ah. Big elephant ears, like Dumbo. Have you seen a person with elephant ears? I haven't. Zephyr, thank you for the 7 months. Lines mentioned. You got rid of the part where I said armpit lines. You guys are freaks. You guys are freaks. Not me. Let's change the legs as well. You're not gonna see the rest of this. There we go. Yeah, we can just ignore this hand. I'm gonna change the hand a little bit because I have longer fingers than this. They're very stubby fingers. Yeah, this is I feel like this is a better pose than whatever we had before. In comparison to this. See, I don't see a reason to use 3D unless you're actually struggling. Because, you know, that 3D part took like a good 40 minutes already. Versus if you know form and function, this boob is too big. That probably messed me up a little bit. Boob is way too big. We gotta match it. This is, okay, let's take a look at this. Let's not use 3D right now. Right? This should be the middle right there. So the second boob needs to be right over here. And because this arm is going up, the boob itself also should be going up. Where the 3D model doesn't really do that. Like, you see that the boob is not really going upwards? With the arm, it usually does. It should be going up with the arm. And the arm, or the shoulder should be up there. This should be connected all the way up there. There we go. This feels just a little bit better. I use 3D when I'm gonna do weird poses and angles. That makes sense. Though I do feel like 3D would, if you want a weird pose, start with an S shape. And then just play around with like lines. Make the head go this way, like that. Then we have your pelvis going this way. Maybe these legs going like this. This is a shoulder now. I do think it's probably better to go with shapes than to go in lines than to go with 3D. I guess for 3D it's only if you don't know exactly where the muscles are supposed to go, and we're gonna bend this. This arm? What if we make the... No, this arm has to go up. This is a weird pose. This is a really strange pose. This actually might be better and way easier than trying to bend a 3D model for like 40 minutes to make sure that like you're getting what you want. Bend it like Beckham. Like Beckham? Like David Beckham? The soccer player? Why are we bending him specifically? And then we have an arm that goes down there. What if I want the arm to be straight? Now this is weird. This is a really weird pose. Now let's make the arm, the hand bend backwards as well. But it's like a bit further away from the body, so it's gonna end around here. Because of... Finger is gonna go that way. Oops. Something strange is happening. And I'm terrified. And let's actually make like the hand come closer to the screen. There we go. There we go. The most dynamic pose ever. And if you want, we can grab this hand and make it even bigger so that it's... Now we have... Now we got a pose. Long flowing hair. Alright, this is a very lanky person. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This arm is like completely distorted in the back. We're not doing that here. There we go. Now it's kind of like bent. There. Bend it over this way. Did you remove the 5-minute dual redeem? I did, yeah. I get too distracted. So I do think that if you know fundamentals, doing a sketch like this would be faster than 3D. And still, you can get something a lot cooler as well, like something like this. What about JoJo pose? Let's do JoJo. JoJo always likes to bend things this way, so head goes here, goes like this. Here's the torso, here's the butt. And I'll do the hand, foreshortening hand again. We'll do the same exact hand. There it is. I actually don't even know how JoJo characters pose or how they balance themselves, because don't they just fall over? I guess this leg has to be planted on the ground in the front. This one goes at the back. And then you got like another hand coming right there. And this one needs to actually, it's gonna have to like rotate a little bit. It's gonna be going down this way. Like that, essentially. And they've got some massive boobs. Every JoJo character has massive boobs and a really big butt. Let's give them the biggest butt ever. That's the JoJo pose. The stand helps them stand. That's why it's called a stand. Holy moly! I didn't put the 2 and 2 together. In this, we're gonna rotate this hand this way. Because the body is rotated, so it doesn't make sense for the hand to be rotated so much. Or it's rotated with the body, how about that? It's rotated with the body. So this is a JoJo pose. Here it is. This is the heel, this is the foot. And I think the legs are gonna be a bit further apart, so this leg is gonna, it should look a little bit shorter. In fact, it should be like in the back, like that. And then this needs to be rotated away from the body. Like this. Neat. There we go. Two very dynamic poses. Imagine just capture 0.1 seconds of them doing the pose. Just 0.1 second, just really quick. What about a sit? What about like them sitting? What about them sitting? You just fold the legs. You just fold it. You can, this is what I like doing as well. I just like taking like parts of the limbs and just bending it backwards. I like to bend limbs. I'm a limb bender when it comes to the lasso tool. All right, so you're not gonna see this leg because it's in the back. Right, like that. And then now you got a dude who's jumping. Oops. And if you want them to be on the floor, you just take this entire body and then you flip it. You go like this. Now they're on the floor. Now they're doing a floor JoJo pose, which is faster than moving 3D. This one should be like that. There we go. Now they're kind of sitting. If you want them to be fully like straight up, then you take the torso and you just move it. There you go. Now they're kneeling on the ground. There. You can see a JoJo character who does that pose on the floor. Yeah, bend limbs. This is how I pose everything. I just take the lasso tool and I'm like, if I want to tilt the head, I just take this and I go, oh, now the head's tilted. If I want to move the hand, I just take the lasso tool again. I'm like, all right, time to put this hand somewhere else. Now it looks like they're reaching out. You want a handshake? You want a handshake? There it is. That's a handshake. I like to bend the limbs. Yeah, it's only a problem if you hear a crack, you're right. Hi, welcome in. And I guess it's the same as this, because I think this pose right now is pretty goddamn boring. So how do I make it more exciting? Let's tilt the head and make it a little bit cuter. The head's a little bit too big. I'm not digging like, because there's not a lot of foreshortening going on. The shoulder's a little bit too big as well. Let's actually change this. What if we make it this way? Yeah, I think if we were to tilt the torso a little bit, this is gonna look better. Like that. And this hand is like kind of going into nowhere. So what if we put this hand like on the body instead? So let's just delete the forearm. And let's draw the hand like right there. I do think this is a cuter pose than whatever we had before. And the shoulders need to be a bit higher. A good example of 3D model not looking the best in some situations. Yeah, there is like a manga perspective as well. If we were to take this and then you go into let's see. Hi Salithan, welcome in. I hope you also have a great week or weekend, because that's when it started. There's manga perspective, and you can make it so that If we get rid of the head for now. Goodbye. How do I get rid of this? Let's just move it. Let's blah, blah, blah. That's not it. Let's move. Ooh, okay. You know what? There we go. Let's just go with this body. Right? I don't really like this too much because it does make it so that it's the rest of the limbs are close to the camera, but there's not, it still doesn't look that good because now the arms look really long. What if I were to change this? Now this hand looks like, I mean, it kind of works. It kind of works. How do I? Oh. I need this to rotate this way and then have this bend inwards. And this arm, this hand to go, oops, to go up. The blue. Ah. There we go. This is a pose. Trying the hips. Manga perspective on the hips. No, it's for the entire model itself, so I can't really do it. I can try doing this though. I can make the hips bigger. Have this leg go up maybe a bit. So, you see, here's the problem is that the camera, they put it here, but I guess I want the camera to be like lower. That means I'm gonna have to like rotate this entire model. But then the hand still, the legs aren't getting bigger, but the hand is. I need the legs to go bigger. Do I have to like manually do it? Kind of. Yeah, I need it to look like this. But then the hand got small again. I don't know why. Huh. You're being picked up by a giant. True. Oh. It's really strange because the hand looks really small now. So now I'm gonna have to, even with the how big the hand is, even with the big manga perspective here, it's still not as big as I would like. Let's rasterize this layer. So now we can't change this layer anymore. We can't fiddle around with the model, but we can grab the lasso tool as what we did earlier with our art and do something like this instead, which doesn't make sense realistically, but it does make the entire piece look just a tiny bit cooler. You were trying to draw Takaba. Yeah, maybe make her bend down a little more. Let's try that instead. So let's unrasterize this. Let's grab the body again. Ooh. Oh. This arm needs to go closer. Come closer. Something like this. Okay, now we get a bigger hand. Your fallen fork. Get picked up. I love how there's just a random hand in the boob. Here, let's move it away. Ah! I guess this would kind of work. This would kind of work. Anyways, this is what we have. Should we keep going here? Do we need line art? No, we don't need line art. I need to blow my nose. It feels like 3 hours have gone by. I feel like I've been here for 3 hours. But I've only been here for, what, half an hour? Shorter than half an hour? Let's grab that. Oh no, I'm still not digging this pose. I think it's the expression. 1.5. Feels like one of those days, right? There we go. Ignore where the original mouth was. I do think this is cuter. This honestly sounds like Minecraft music. Okay. New layer. Let's just start coloring. Because through line art, we don't do line art here. Line art takes too long. Way too long. Oh, hold on. I have long sleeves. And this person isn't gonna be, for me, actually, I'm not gonna be naked. I love coloring like this. This is great. Yeah, line art's overrated anyways. Someone see your stream, you're good at drawing? Oh, thanks. I am an artist. Swimsuit? No. You really want swimsuit? Actually, maybe we can do swimsuit. Have you seen Ark in a swimsuit before? I haven't. What does Ark in a swimsuit look like? I don't like this color. Lighter. Lighter blue. This is no. That is still too green. Like this one. There we go. I kind of like the undertones of the blue here too. Ark in a swimsuit. And that means that like everything has to be skin color. Like that. Damn, I'm so muscular. Like, I'm still not satisfied. Let's see what happens if I flip it. It still looks strange to me. If something looks strange, just flip it and see what happens. What kind of swimsuit would Ark wear? A one piece. Yeah, this does look really strange. I think it's the arm. Let's fix it. There. It was too long earlier. It was too long before. Now we got like a regular size arm. This shoulder needs to go up. We'll fix it later. There we go. Delete this line. It's gonna confuse me later. Something like this. Damn, I'm like really naked. Let's fix that. Let's fix this too. I have like some massive back muscles here. Let's fix that. Because even though I love back muscles, my back muscles are not that big. This is why I don't do line art, because later I realize that my proportions are off and I'm like, it looks strange with color, right? There we go. There we go. Strong man Ark. Strong woman Ark. Let's grab a, because this is in the sun, right? Sunlight. I'm gonna change this entire head. The neck is kind of off. There we go. Okay. We're gonna have to move both of these. Don't apply transformation yet, no. Take both of them and then use the lasso tool. There. That looks better. This is more in proportion. This is an awkward angle. Mic crunch. Oh, thank you. Crunchy. Oh, mic's dying. Oh, I'm a little bit slow. Is that better? Back to normal? Yes, nice. Let's finish this. This is a really big arm. We need a regular size arm. There we go. That's close to what we want it to look like. In terms of proportion and everything. And then this is gonna go up. More hips. Here we go. Let's flip it one more time just to make sure. Yeah, everything is in proportion. I'm already in a you want a bikini? Like you want a two-piece? That's too much. Computer, make sure the streamer gets everything they want. Hi, Migi. How are you doing today? Happy Friday. Today is Femboy Furry Fridays, where I look like a femboy, but I'm not really. I'm not really one. So I know there's like one way to do shading, but I prefer, which is, you know, multiply layer, but I prefer to color pick just because I like color picking. I get to choose what color the shadows are gonna be, and today's shadows are gonna look like this. Actually, I kind of want more of a purple blue, because if the light itself is gonna be like a yellow, because light is usually yellow in color, then the hair, the opposite of yellow, is more purple. But this is not going to be entirely purple. Reddish. A 6-piece combo meal deal. Oh, I would love that too. Where is my 6-piece combo meal deal? I want nuggies. I want nuggies. Oh boy. Tonight, I should do this. Grab the wand, right? Grab a new layer. Grab this color right here. And use a brush. It's gonna be darker at the bottom than it is at the top. There. And I guess the same goes with whatever this is. Grab these two legs. Oops. Wrong layer. Hold on. How do I like ungrab this? Oh. There we go. And then grab spray paint again, grab this layer. The pose you do when you're angry? Really? Any Korean people here can confirm? Is this what you guys do when you're angry? You do this one specific pose? With the peace sign. Specifically with the peace sign. There. Also been good, just got into office, make sure to put ARC in my... So my productivity is increased? Really? I would think that, like, it's gonna be the opposite, because you're not locked in anymore. Now you got me speaking into your ear. Anything but productive. Plus it's ARC in a swimsuit, that's not... Is that safe for work? Good thing I'm not in a bikini. It's a photo shoot pose, not exactly angry. I feel like this is not really an angry pose. It could be one, if I give myself an angry face. But no, I don't really see, I don't really see angry here. No anger, no frustration. Similar to the current pose. But does it make you feel calm? Do I need a cattail? We're doing... I could get into like very detailed rendering, but I think that's gonna take too long. In fact, let's just... I know what most people focus on is like also the face, the eyes specifically. So we can do that. We can... How about we work on eyes? Show you guys how I draw my eyes. Let's just do one eye because the other eye's closed. Tip of the day. If you're too lazy to draw the other eye, just make it closed. Just close them. Close them eyelids. Oh, it's a meme. Oh, it's a meme, huh? I guess Dormant Owl, you are the Korean here. So I'm like asking the wrong people because you would know. Here, let's make the eyes. So I can either make myself look kind of angry by doing this. Actually, I don't like that too much. Okay, because this face is tilted downwards, or not tilted downwards, but it's looking down. The eyeball looking like this is fine, but because I am smiling, I would like to raise the cheeks a little bit and have it go up. So I'm gonna raise them. I'm gonna do this to the eyeballs, and let's just erase this line before it confuses me. Grab this color again. Do you want to be angry? Do you want me to be angry? Changing the eyebrows work? I think I would. I kind of like this though. It's kind of like a very smug face that's happening. There we go. And who am I without like super dark circles, right? Like what we want right now is this eye shape. This one right here. So let's stick with that. Let's do that. And grab this. Grab this color. And then we'll do a little... Sometimes what I like to do is I like to use a gray on the outside. So let's just... Whoop. No more sketch. Who needs liner anyway? Not me. Not me. So gray on the outside, the bottom of the pupils is usually darker than the top. That's just the way I do things. Not everybody does it the same way. Let's use a lighter color on the top as well of the eyelids. The bottom part is usually dark. The top part's a little lighter. There we go. And same with the eyelashes. Make the eyelashes look kind of 3D by doing this. These are some 3D, very pixelated 3D eyelashes. Shouldn't it be the opposite if she's looking down? Whatever. Figured out later. You're just drowning randomly because you feel motivated by Me drawing? Everybody should be drawing right now. Everybody. Every single person. I'm kidding. You don't have to. And let's make the top of the eyeball is not very round. Let's make it rounder. There we go. Now that's round. A round eyeball. And if you want to get even more detailed, you can... This itself can be its own individual line. And add a little outline to this. There. No one's really going to see this because it's so small and pixelated anyway. So that's usually the base of the eyeball, how I do it, how I do things. But that's just the base. And if you want to really get into the rendering, I'm going to show you guys something cool. This eye too big. This eye too big, guys. This eye too big. This is what happens when you like focus on one part of the face and you're like, yeah, let me like not look at the rest of the drawing. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab this and we're gonna... There we go. Now it's a little bit too small. Let's liquefy. Cheat code. The cheat code to everything is just to liquefy. There. Oh boy. Yeah, and then blurry, let's make it blurry. Let's make the eyeballs blurry, the sides. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Blur these two bits. Okay, okie dokie. Alright. And the eyes usually have the most amount of layers. Can't draw, you know what, that's fine, that's okay. You can watch me draw instead. There's a multiply. There's the eyeshadow, the shadow going from up to down. Let's blur this line over here. Let's make it like that. And then we're gonna add a new layer, and there's gonna be a bit of reflection. So let's do an add. Like that. And if you want, just go filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Oops, too much. And lower the opacity just a little bit. And now it looks a little bit more 3D and rendered. But that's still, we're not done yet, guys. There's still way more to go. And then we add another layer. And a little highlight up there. Add another highlight down there. You can add highlights everywhere if you want to. If you want to make the eye super sparkly, there we go. And you want to add some, because with light, there's usually a highlight around the light itself. And now there's some color where the light is hitting. Yummers! Would you eat this? It's like jelly. It's like light jelly. And because my eyes are two different colors, they're not just blue, right? We can add, ooh, that's a really big brush. That right there, let's make it glow dodge. Lower opacity. There we go. Now that, guys, is an eye, and there's like a lot more to my eyes. It's really interesting as a rigger and artist to do eyes, because you want every single piece of the eye to move on its own. So every single one of them is its own layer. Make this a multiply. I'm gonna move this down. I actually want this to be like under the glows. Where's the add layer? There we go. There we go. Now everything is gonna be not as rendered as this, but drawing eyes is always a lot of fun for me. Make this part thicker. Make all of this thicker. Because when I zoom out, it doesn't look thick enough. And I like it when eyelashes are really big and really thick. I know what some people do too is they make the tips somewhat red. Which they usually just add a new layer and add a mask over it, but I'm like, nah, do I even need one? It's so pixelated, nobody's gonna see it. Literally, no one's gonna see it. No one's gonna tell. Nobody can tell. There we go. Hi, clock. Puffy. Puffy? What's Puffy? Are my glasses working? I don't think my glasses are working. Hi, Ice. Let me put those on. I think it's this. No, that just put everything on me. Oh boy. Okay, 1 second. That's the wrong hotkey. That's the wrong one. It's time for a little bit of fixing. That just turned me into a cat. Another type of cat. Oh yeah, it's not. Ooh! Where is it? Glasses. Yes. Huh? What? Glasses. Left shift. Numpad. Guys, my hotkeys aren't working. But it should be working. Huh? 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 What? What? I'm gonna give you guys something different today. Here, take this. Take some big old round sunglasses. They're too big on my face. Why are they so big? Here, make them small. We're doing this for now. Now I'm super cool. Wait. Did my glasses just disappear on me? What? It was like happened for a second and then it just disappeared again. I hope that's good enough, guys. I hope those glasses are good enough for you. Because right now, my hotkeys are like not working. Yeah, they're not working. You use weird super cool glasses like nope. Everything's broken. None of the redeems work last stream as well. Everything's broken. Every time I switch models, it's like everything breaks. I don't know why. Like I don't change anything. And then I gotta set it up again. That's weird. Things are weird. Things are being weird. What the? Okay. What the? You're having trouble since yesterday? Ever since I switched models. Ever since I switched hairstyles. Like, do I just keep one hairstyle forever? That'd be boring, wouldn't it? There we go. You could say it's rather Stranger Things. Have you guys watched Stranger Things the last season? I was never really a Stranger Things person. I didn't watch it myself. I don't know what it's like. But I do have friends who watch it. We're gonna change this, guys. Move this lower. This is the sketch, right? Let's make a different type of mouth. What's cuter? Hi, Merc. Welcome in. You always thought it was just a mess show? What, in your opinion, is worth watching? Like, it could be an old show as well, but like, what's worth watching right now? Because I haven't watched many shows. I haven't watched anything in a very long time. One Piece? Like, the Netflix one? Some people would argue that no, it's still bad. You shouldn't watch that. Neon Genesis Evangelion? That's traumatizing. To Your Eternity, hands down, if you want to cry. Maybe. Maybe that would be a good one. To Your Eternity. What if I extend this? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Because symmetry is boring. And then the mouth goes down here. Watch Dragon Ball, please. They will make DBS remake this year. I might actually. If there's a remake, I might actually watch it. Because I know a lot of people are into Dragon Ball. Oh god. I can rotate it, but I can't rotate it back. Why? Why? Where is it? Where's my navigator? Have you disappeared on me forever? Here it is. I don't know what the short key is for rotating. I think the One Piece series doesn't translate well. It looks like MCU cheesiness. Yeah, I think the problem with One Piece because the show itself is it's goofy. But if you were to put like real people into it, it's hard to take it seriously without the show looking goofy as well. I mean, it's gonna look even more goofy, but you know, it's not realistic. And you're like, let's make the people realistic. But it's not realistic. I agree with that. I feel like One Piece is made for the fans. Like if you're already a fan of One Piece, you might enjoy it. If you're not a fan of One Piece, it's gonna look goofy as hell. And I guess even if you are a fan of One Piece, it might still look goofy as hell because it is going to be goofy as hell. You're gonna dip again? Goodbye, clock! The manga is good, but DBS manga came out before the manga started. What does that mean? The anime came out before the manga. What? How does that work? So is that why the plot's going everywhere? Actually, let's make it so that, yeah, starts here. We don't look that bald. So now that we already have like a shadow color, I'm just gonna use that for every single hair strand. So it's like, you take a look at this, this hair strand right there. How does the light bounce off it? Where does the light go? The light goes like this. It goes over here. So, It's probably gonna look like this. And there's gonna be another strand right here. It's gonna look like that. Gonna be another thing here. There's a strand right there. So we take this as a light and then we add it in. And there's a strand coming down here, so we're gonna do that, and then we add the light here. But you don't draw the entire strand because it's gonna be too messy. There. Live action Dragon Ball? Didn't we already have one? And everybody complained about it? Cause nobody actually enjoyed it. And actually, I do want to get into Dragon Ball though. I keep hearing people talk about Dragon Ball, and I'm like, I have no idea what people are saying because I don't know the references. And go. There we go. So let's make this bigger. There we go. And then if we want, we can do... Have this make it a little bit blue. Green, actually. There. Some light. Some reflective light at the bottom. We don't talk about Dragon Ball? The live action? I'm just glad they didn't continue the Cowboy Bebop live action. How about we just not do live actions for anything? How about, like, you know... 2D media should just stick to with 2D media. I actually think that there's like a few that was done well. So Kenshin was really good. Like Samurai X Kenshin. That one was really goddamn good. Maybe because it's still somewhat realistic in the powers, in the fights. And the other one that I thought was done well was Gintama, just because Gintama is, it's supposed to be comedy, so you don't take it seriously anyway. But when a show is taken seriously and is supposed to be taken seriously, and then you try to make a remake of it, you better make sure that it's actually very, very realistic, or it's not going to work out well. Yeah, Gintama. Gintama was really fun. Gintama, you can tell the CGI was like really bad, but it didn't matter because it's Gintama. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be funny looking. There we go. Ba da da ba ba ba. I just got ads for the One Piece live action. Oh, that's funny. They're like, you should really watch it. We're listening to you guys right now. We're listening to this conversation. I'm gonna convince you to watch it. I'm throwing you this ad. Yeah, we need more clarity in the face. I'm gonna add some lights. So, okay, this is another feature that I learned. There we go. That you can do that Procreate already has, that Clip Studio doesn't have right now, and it's to make some really cool ass like curves and lines and stuff that you could just move around. And this probably works really well for like a what's it called? A vector layer. Probably not for what I'm doing. I just need this line to be, you know what? Screw it. As long as it's somewhat accurate. Speaking of funny anime, I recommend Zombie 100 is your typical zombie apocalypse. Says chill vibe doing bucket list things in the end of the world. Oh, okay. No, I did hear people talk about it, but like, not enough. Not enough to the point where I'm gonna watch it. But if you recommend it, then I might actually watch it. Zombie 100. Oh my god, 100. Zomb 100. It's like Zombieland, but I don't know what Zombieland is. So I don't have a comparison. Zombieland, if only you knew what that was. Man. Okay. This could be more detailed, but it's like, you know, whatever. I'm not releasing this. This is not gonna be for anything. I'm just drawing for the sake of drawing right now. Yeah, add more of the green layers. Actually, green's not a great color. You know what we should do instead? This is what we should do. We'll take a new layer, add more layers. I love layers, guys. I love them. And then we take the pink, right? And then we just go whoop. Oh, sorry, that's not pink. Take this one. Take the shadow color. That shadow color. Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. It actually turned purple, not green. Okay. And then we take... Get rid of this. Get rid of some in here. So get rid of this. Use this one. Just delete the middle part. And then the hair is kind of purplish. Because it's glow. The skin color should be glowing. Yeah, so before, after. Now everything's a little bit brighter. Not really anime, but I recommend Ling Cage. Ling Cage. What is that? Not to be confused with Zombie Idol anime Zombieland Saga is different. All the zombie ones, I haven't watched any of them. So to me, they're all the same. Ling Sage? How come I don't see anything when I search it up? I don't know what that is. Ling Cage, sorry. Ling Cage. Set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity struggles to survive after a catastrophic event, the series explores themes of hope, morality, and sacrifice. Oh, interesting. Is this 3D? Oh, this looks really dark. It looks really cool. Ling Cage. It's a Chinese anime. It's a Chinese manhwa. Mecha Alien Apocalypse. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Train to Busan. Yeah, I watched that one. That one's a movie. Now we're just listing movies. Oh wait, there's my overlay layer. Whatever. Do 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 do. This is gonna be awkward because boobs means this is gonna go up here and go. This is for the shoulders. This is the armpit. Armpit? Armpit. Right there. I hope you've seen shows like Free Reign and Apothecary Diaries. Of course I have. You've been here, Moogie. I've talked about those two before. When is Apothecary Diaries gonna come up with a new season? Because I'm really looking forward to it. But take this overlay layer again. We're gonna make this part, the blue part's more blue. There we go. And then delete whatever. Yeah. Do we need this? Nah. No, we don't. Soon, hopefully. I'm hoping too. What? Where are the boobs? It's hard to draw boobs when you don't have any. You know what I mean? Kaminari of the Iron Fortress is like an anime like Attack on Titan. The ending sucked though. The beginning was so good and they're like, nah, we're gonna ruin it. How about no? How about we just like destroy this entire series? I think that's like the hard thing about original anime is that they always start off really good and then by the end of it, it just sucks. It's like they don't know where to write it into. Where do you draw the nipples? Ignore me. Ignore me. Re:Zero if Subaru had powers? Is that what it is? Re:Zero. The new one that you're waiting for. Sentenced to be a hero, criminal forced to be a mortal hero, sent to fight demon, dying repeatedly, revived till they go crazy. It's hard for me to get into those because it's such a common trope now that I see it everywhere and I'm like, it's most of the time like the main character is almost pretty much insufferable. Even with Subaru, I'm like, even with Subaru, I still think he's like really hard to watch at times. Not most of the time, he's kind of hard to watch. Like, I like him as a character, but it's like hard to enjoy it. Just whatever. Whatever. It's gonna be lower. This should be lower. Should go down here, like that. And then there should be some boobage. Asking because I by chance left-handed? No, I am not. Is it? Oh, it's wide? Oh, I wanted to show people stuff. It's because we were playing around with like materials. We were playing around with these materials and I'm like, oh, this is part of like the new Clip Studio 5.0. So I just kept it wide. I forgot to like minimize it. I forgot to make it smaller. Because it's just easier to see when it's big on the screen. But no. It's usually small. I don't usually touch this side very often. I'm always on this side. I feel like I'm alone in fatigue of only dark themes in media. I don't know. I think you're probably in the wrong communities. I think there's actually quite a few people who are like, yeah, I'm tired of this, whatever, that's being released right now. I don't know what the heck is happening. Where everyone's like, yeah, let me just use repeated themes over and over again. At the same time, there's not a lot of creativity going around, so. Everyone's like, this is trending, so I should do the exact same thing. They're not wrong for doing it because it's like it's the consumer thing, right? Like everyone's always like, I want another anime that's kind of like this because I really enjoyed it. Can you give me some other anime recommendations with the same themes, with the same story, with the same plot, with the same main character? Because I love reading shit like that. Gonna work. If I were to move it this side, you know what's going on here? The hair is not. Whatever. Tamon's B-side seems interesting. It's about hardcore fangirl of a male girl group. A male girl group. A male idol group. And then they end up meeting one of the idols and finding out he has social anxiety. Interesting. That reminds me of like a lot of old visual novels that are always like something B-side. Something A-side. Something A-side, B-side. We do see it quite often back in the day. I haven't seen stuff like that anymore. Hi, Singer! Welcome in! Popular shows and animes lately feel all the same, like dark, moral, torture, or horror. Yeah, the shock factor. How do I make people like feel stuff? Because people are tired of not feeling things, or people want to feel more. Let's make things as gory as possible, so people will talk about it. To do this. Where's the light coming from? This side? Yeah. The tiny highlight. Where's my glow dodge? Whoops. Oh, I don't like that one. Give me this one. No Game No Life season 2. I don't think I can watch No Game No Life anymore. Maybe back in the day like it was fine, but I think a lot of the humor doesn't translate well into modern day, and I'm just gonna cringe. I'm gonna cringe really goddamn hard. I'm gonna cringe a lot. Joy is a feeling. Can make things that make people feel good. You're right. You are right about that. Joy is a feeling that makes people feel good. What the? Whatever. This works. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work! Too much. I'm gonna move this to the side. There we go. Why did I end up drawing me in a swimsuit anyway? Like, how did that... What happened? I'm tired. I'm tired, yet I keep going. Where is this even coming from? Where are these layers coming from? There we go. It's... With me, I'm tired. Luckily, you won't be cringing because No Game No Life will never come out. Oh, thank goodness. I actually don't think it's profitable to have it come out nowadays anyway because of modern... The fact that it doesn't translate well. And the second thing is that the movie also didn't do very well. So I'm pretty sure they're just gonna abandon it. Darwin incident seems to be interesting too. The MC's half human, half chimpanzee hybrid have to deal with high school and active eco-terrorist organization that want to join them. I think I've seen that one. I've definitely seen that one. I haven't watched it though. I just want my fantasy slop. You know what? That's all I want. I just want fantasy slop. I just want like free run in Dungeon Meshi. Like something unique in that sense where it's it is fantasy slop, but it has its own thing going on too. It's not really power fantasy. That's not an isekai. That has like really great world building. That's what I'm looking for. That's all I want. Like Witch Hat Atelier. Oh god, like I'm excited about that one. For sure. Like I know a lot of my friends were into the manga. I haven't read any of them, but like they've all been screaming at me about it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll watch it. Like, give me that. Like, I wouldn't even mind another magical girl show, because we haven't had that in a very long time. Like, give me that too. Give me some magical girls that are like not, you know, with something new in them. Kind of like card captors. I miss it. Fantasy Diners. Have you tried that one? Fantasy Diners? No. What's something new and exciting? Fantasy Diners. Is that one interesting? Or something like Shokugeki no Soma, like Food Wars. Oh, that one was really goddamn good. Just with these very unique themes, you know? Something different. I skimmed through my friend's manga. It looks really good. Hop the anime to do justice. Hope the anime does it justice. I'm crossing my fingers. I know the fan base is pretty big for Witch Hat Atelier. I know it for a fact. So they honestly better do make it justice. Is that English? Maybe. Do I need a darker color? I do. Oh. Yep. I needed a darker color. I wasn't gonna spend too long rendering, guys. I don't know what happened. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. What am I doing? What am I doing? Whatever, let's just use white. Screw the eraser brush. I'm just gonna use white. I don't know what the heck is going on. We'll just stick with this. Let's make the hair messier, because I think messy hair is cute. Do. Have you watched any Precure? No, I haven't. I don't like the art too much. Is it good though? If the story's good, I might just be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. But so far the art's like not very appealing to me. Just the art style itself. It looks it looks like it's catered for children. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that is the point. It is catered for younger people. I did get lost in the drawing. The thing you always do, find something in the drawing you want to change, right? And then it never stops. I just keep going. I keep going forever. Never stop. Stopping, not sure what that is. I'm gonna fix everything. Good. Whatever. Someone help. Someone help. Someone stop me. Someone stop me from drawing. I have to draw later. I have to draw later after the stream's over, and I will be completely burnt out. The plot would not be mentally stimulating at all. It is catered towards children, but the art style is really dependent on which season it is. There's different seasons. Like Heartcatch versus Futari wa versus Maho Sky are very different art styles. Huh. Interesting. I'm actually looking for like the next card captor. I think what I miss is like the old anime look. Like the 90s anime. But still have some kind of like dark scenes. Like what Sailor Moon was. I actually think, no, Card Captors did have some pretty dark scenes as well. What the? You should try Kino's Journey. Oh wait, I have. I watched it like way back in the day though, so I don't know if I can still... I didn't finish it because it got to a point where I'm like, I can't watch this. And I don't know why I couldn't watch it, because I was able to enjoy Mushishi, which was supposed to be like a more boring, solemn, calm type anime that was similar to Kino's Journey from what I heard. And then I got into Kino's Journey and I was like, I can't. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't enjoy this. I guess I just never got into it. Maybe I just have to sit down one day and be like, okay, let me just lock in. Because I definitely was not locking at the time when I was enjoying it or watching it. Not enjoying it, but watching it. We're gonna grab this right here. Merge this, whatever. No, whatever, whatever. It is whatever? Not whatever. Hello, Mao Long, welcome in. 你好，看起来好可爱. Thank you very much. They like almost exclusively only use magic for finishing moves. Someone save me. Do you guys see this? Am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? I feel like you could like Log Horizon. Oh, I did enjoy it. I haven't watched... No, I watched both seasons. I enjoyed both seasons. They're both really freaking good. I loved it a lot. Not going. Am I? Should I just stop here, guys? Do I stop here? I'm not even hungry. I think the thing is I'm so locked in and not even hungry, but my brain's getting exhausted. I'm getting so exhausted. Do 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 do. Maybe I need coffee. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need coffee. Maybe art just uses too much brain. Too much brain. Yeah, it definitely uses way too much goddamn brain. Here, we're gonna do something cool here. Take this, make it a bit lighter, add a little bit of gray. We're gonna put it in all of those really deep crevices. There we go, deep. And then all the deep crevices, actually, let's make it pink. No, pink? No. No, no, the white makes sense. And put it in here as well. Just add some more dimension to it. Wow, amazing. Are we all learning art today? We're all learning art today. This is why I don't do art streams, guys. I just get so exhausted. Putting all my mental here to do a little bit of art. My brain can't handle this anymore. I'm gonna pass it on stream. Coffee? Coffee it is. Ah! Yum 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 yum. Precure is various yearly themed magical girls, more recently sometimes boys. Some boy magical boys. Some magical boys. Sorry, I have the idea of like magical boys in my head. I'm like, that sounds really interesting. Magical boys. Do they wear frilly skirts as well? Or do they have their own outfit? What do magical boys entail? What do magical boys look like? We need more of that, because I just imagine like, you know, the Golden Kamui. Sorry, not Golden Kamui, that's a different anime. I imagine like the Saiyans. The Golden Not the Saiyans, sorry. The Saiyans is like Dragon Ball. Which ones are they? What am I thinking about? Like the guys clad in golden armor? Those ones? They're in skirts. Saint Seiya, my bad. Yeah, Saint Seiya, which is also another one I watched and I completely forgot the name of. Saint Seiya. Saint Seiya. There. Behind every highlight is a little bit of light color red. I love torturing myself. I don't know, is it... If I were just speaking English, would it work? Cat girls. Maoren. How do you say cat girls in Chinese? Cat girls. Cats. I like the idea of Saint Seiya. I worry about its pacing being that long. I didn't pick up in America because it took so long to get English dub. It's huge in Latin America. Saint Seiya was really goddamn good. It was so good. Like, I loved it a lot. I love the themes. I love every single arc. Like, it didn't feel boring to me at all. Maoren. Maoren. Maoyan. Meow. Meow 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 meow. You know English? But you're making me speak Chinese. I'm gonna cry. Is it ad time? Is it ad time? Force Chinese maxing. Become Chinese. Become Chinese with me. We shall all speak Chinese together. I should just start speaking Japanese on stream too. I just like speak in every single language I know. Yeah, 谢谢. Thank you very much. ごい到ぜ. ありがとうございます. 猫の人. Enjoy my no ads because it's illegal here. Wow. Jealous. All you Vietnamese people, just Vietnamese maxing. Maybe we should become Vietnamese instead. How about we do that? How about we all become Vietnamese instead? We should do that. It's not every day I see a Mandarin speaking YouTuber. Oh, I understand. Okay, I get it now. You're like testing me. I'm being tested. Going through an exam. So yeah, we want some pho. We want some. How do you say banh mi? What's the correct pronunciation of banh mi in Vietnamese? How do you say the B in Vietnamese? Like bong, like bong. Bong is like noodles, right? Sometimes I do also like to go into Chinese English streams and type in Chinese. We should try that. You should try it. It's like sandwich. Wait, but what's the pronunciation? What is that? What are the accents on it? Cause to say pho, yeah, it's not pho, it's pho. Right? It's pho. So I need to know what banh mi is too, because banh mi is not banh mi. Okay, actually, you know what? Even if you guys to tell me what the accents are, I probably still wouldn't understand. The pho sounds great. It's probably because my dad speaks Vietnamese. What is that? What kind of... Is that Lin Yao Bang? Something Yoping. Am I reading that correctly? Here we go. Good thing I have a translator. What is happening? I don't know, we're all speaking different languages right now. Scallion pancakes. Oh, it's Tom Yao Bang. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, okay, honestly, I don't know how to say that word in Mandarin. Oh, yeah, I do. I do like scallion pancakes. Bring some Tagalog into the mix. Hi, Avi. It's been, what the hell? It's been like 5,000 years. I was here for 84 years. Actually, that's my fault. I haven't been interacting in any Discords because I've been so busy. I've been dying. I haven't talked to my friends in like 2 months. I haven't seen Avi in 2 months. We're Asian maxing this stream, you're right? Asian maxing. How do you guys feel about Asian maxing? I'm gonna start learning every single Asian language here. I need to learn how to speak Korean because that's the one that I don't know. I know like a little bit of everything, I just don't know, but I don't know Korean. Actually, maybe I do know a little bit of Korean because I had Korean classmates. 어떡해? Is that something? Is that Korean? It's been a month. Yeah, it's been like 48 years. So I keep changing the years. Did someone else type that or what? I typed it. Yeah, everyone's just a poser. I'm a poser, you're a poser. We're all posers. We become Chinese. You know what I'm kind of excited about? I know Ludwig's been releasing something like a series called Tip to Tip. And last time he did one where he traveled all of Japan with Michael Reeves. And this time he's doing one for China. And I'm like, oh, that's really exciting. I really like watching those. It feels like I'm watching a documentary. Like an old, like back in the day, the documentaries. Where people talk about, world stuff. But like, we don't have TV anymore. So now we just watch YouTubers and VTubers. No, all the Korean people are sleeping right now, so I can't even ask them. Wait, are they? What time is it in Korea? I saw a clip when he first was talking about the China trip and he mentioned he's going to learn Cantonese instead of Mandarin at first. Isn't Cantonese like way harder than Mandarin because it's got like 9 different accents or something versus Mandarin when it only has 4? Right? Mandarin only has 4. But you know what's also interesting is that most Asian languages sound like Cantonese more than it sounds like Mandarin. What the? It's only 11 p.m. Ah. Stop lying. Shit, you caught me. I'm the biggest liar here. Finally done drawing. I want to show, but I don't know how. Anyway, what's your most hated part when you draw? Congratulations on finishing. I'm never going to finish this because I'm never satisfied. What is your most hated part? What is my most hated part? Everything. I don't know. Everything. I don't really have a hated part. In fact, I see parts like that I'm really bad at as challenges. So like the part that I do struggle the most with a lot of times is probably, it was the hands. So I used to be really bad at drawing hands, but I didn't hate drawing hands. In fact, I loved drawing hands because it was a challenge. So I kept drawing more and more hands until I got used to it. And I still suck at drawing hands, but I love drawing hands. Let's see, what is hated though? Like, something that I just would rather not draw at all? I don't know. I don't think there is anything. I like drawing everything. But it takes a lot of brain power, a lot of brain work out of me, and then I just get exhausted right now, especially, and I'm like, let me stop, let me take a break, I want to eat food. I want to eat! Okay, I don't know German, we're gonna have to translate that. What does that say? I need to have a mindset. That mindset, yeah, it's see everything as a challenge, and it's fun, and tackle things because it makes you uncomfortable, or at least it's first gonna be uncomfortable until you're like, because it's uncomfortable, how would I do it more often until I become comfortable with it, and then everything's gonna be fun. Everything will be fun. My cat is very beautiful. Your cat? Oh, cat is very beautiful. Is there my in German? Is that German? Definitely doesn't help that you're probably so hungry. Maybe. It is around my lunchtime. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. And then I can eat food. Let's give myself some like massive muscles. Look at that. Oh yes. Okay, this is the triceps. And then this one goes here. This is the shoulder muscle, and this is the biceps. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm super strong now, guys. Oh, we should have super thick thighs too. Oh yes, some very muscular thighs. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be. You know what really helped me with anatomy? Just drawing a lot of not safe for work content. That's all I did. Just start drawing not safe for work stuff. This is the butt. This is the butt. Gotta draw butts well. Quads. Actually, this is supposed to look like this. There is muscle. There's like one muscle here, one muscle there, one muscle here, one muscle there. This one like doesn't actually go all the way around. This one like fits up there. Oh, this is, yeah, giving myself like the strongest muscles ever. You're allowed to call me muscle mommy now. This is my dream body, by the way. This is not what I look like. One day. You guys believe in me? Tricep flat? Fine. Fine. I might as well just give myself some like massive forearms as well. Right? Elbow. There we go. You know, neck muscles. Give me like the, you know, the thickest neck ever. This is stupid. Okay, never mind. The neck can be like a regular neck. Now I look like, yeah, I'm on steroids or something, and we all know that this part doesn't really, this part's straight, kind of. Yeah, there we go. Zorro, that's what they call me. Shit. I just became a JoJo character. How lovely. And remember when I said, we're gonna merge all of this just so that it's easier for me to liquefy? I might as well give myself some like really thick back muscles as well, right? Like, yeah, like that. Let's go with the default, you know, Dorito body, tiny ass waist, Dorito shaped torso. Kind of like this, right? Now we're talking. Okay, this is kind of weird. There we go. Yeah, I'm Ark. Big bahonka. Should I draw big boobs on me too? Is that what you guys want? Okay. Alright. Guys are asking for it. We'll lower this first, right? Sure, yeah, sure, fuck it. We're ending stream anyway, might as well. How big can the boobs be? A body that is not mine. You guys are never gonna see this ever. It's not gonna exist. Oops. Ever. In real life. We might as well just fantasize about it. This is my own fantasies as well. One day. Give myself some like boob surgery. It's like I just shoved my head onto some like random person's body. Like this is like, who is this? Who is this person? Not me. Some muscle mommy. Ark just became muscle mommy. There we go. Very steppable? I'm gonna step on you. Add some more shadow here. Da, 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 da. And then like if we want, right, we can add a little bit of like shine everywhere, some skin shine, right? Because I'm, you know, want things to stand, you want the skin to stand out here. There we go. Right? Like I've been in the water all day. Crazy. This is crazy. I'm ready for like a competition. Might as well give myself some abs as well. Let's do that. Some ab time. Oh my goodness! Who is this? I feel like a JoJo character. I feel all powerful now. I don't know what the hell happened. This is ridiculous. Redonkulous! All hail the powerful Ark! True. That escalated so quickly. I know. I'm just bored. Might as well draw something interesting, right? Like instead of drawing the same old thing over and over again, just draw something interesting. There you go. Some light coming from the back. Okay, let's get rid of all these the sketch lines. Who needs line art anyway? Like I said before, who the heck needs line art? Not me. not There. I'm just using a white. I'm not even erasing, I'm just using... Oh, we didn't even finish drawing this hand down there. This hand's like very rough as well. Whatever. Do we even need hands? We don't need hands. All we need is big arms and big legs. There we go. This. Ah! Da, 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 da. Whatever. Close enough. I should show my roommates this when they get back from work. I'm gonna be like, how do you feel about, you know, like super muscular arc? I hope this makes you uncomfortable. What about the melons? Is this not big enough for you? Like, you want something bigger? You want bigger boobs. How big boobs do you, how big of a boob do you want? Like, this is not big enough? They're not perfect circles. You're right. You know what? Liquefy. You guys satisfied? Stupid. This is just so stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize to anybody who's like working and they're like, I can't put this on my screen anymore because it's like, you know, it's not safe for work. Big apologies. Am I really sorry though? Not really. Holy shit. Peak female body. No, you're right about this. You are right. Whoever's saying peak female body, I agree with you. Amazing. These are not like boob shapes. These are boob shapes. There we go. Whatever. Grab this. Okay. See, that took care of my boredom. That really took care of my boredom. This is what I mean by I don't draw for more than an hour because I get so bored with the drawing. I have to like to do something with it. I hate this. I both love and I hate this so much. This is not leaving the stream, by the way. I'm not posting this anywhere. This is embarrassing. This is going on to like a not safe for work account. Whatever. I'll get impressions. Should I do it? Should I post on Twitter? I'll be like, yeah, by the way, don't ban me, but this is what we made today. This is what we made today. Let's add just one more layer to this. Let's see. Where's my some light coming down, coming through. Great. Okay. Wow. There we go. All right. Now, okay, guys, we're done. Arc on steroids. Style pill. Yeah, sorry, I apologize. It's like the worst time to come in. I got bored with art and I was like, I'm gonna make something interesting. We need the cute stomach pouch too. I don't think I just realized that my roommate didn't leave for work yet. And they were just like right behind me like, what is this? I'm so sorry. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Winter Soldier art. Okay, let's flip it to make sure that everything. Okay, no, the boobs are kind of lopsided, but we have to fix it. There we go. Okay. Now things are fine again? Question mark? Okay. Okay. Do you like it? They didn't say anything. They just looked at. They just put their face really close to the screen, and then they just walked away. And I'm like, wait. Sorry. Sorry, this is a thing. This is what happens when you stream in a public space. Things like this happens every so often. Okay. And we flip it. And okay, I think I think I look fine. No, I don't. This shoulder is a little bit off. A tiny bit. So let's do a little bit of fixing. Okay. Should this be a little higher? No. The thing is, this shoulder needs to be like placed in the back. Okay. Now we are done. Now we're done. Okay, this is going on Twitter. And I hope people don't judge me. I feel like I might get judged really goddamn hard, but if they can't love me at my steroids, when I'm taking steroids, they can't love me ever. This is a test. I am filtering out the community. Okay. Why would someone judge that? You know what? You're right. You're completely right. Why would anybody judge it? Why would they want to? Right? Why the heck would you judge Peak? Okay. Alright guys, let's switch over. Let's change screens. Did you guys, do you have this shoved into your eyes, like into your eyeballs, into your brain? Did you guys memorize this? Because you won't be seeing it for a while, unless you're on Twitter, right? Memorize it. Dream bodies, dream goals. Actually, we could, you know what? I'll just talk to you guys here. Anyways, I'm leaving now. Goodbye, guys. I'm gonna go have some lunch. I'm gonna go put some food in my stomach so that I can look like this. Some protein. Inject some protein into my muscles directly. Who needs food anyways? Not me. When you have protein injections. Steroids, that's for lunch. Alright, bye guys. I screenshot it a bunch of times. Oh, heck yeah. Be sure. No, don't take steroids, by the way. Don't be like me, okay? I'm a really bad influence. I may be having steroids for lunch. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm just saying shit. Alright. Should we do a raid? Is that why you're saying raid? Okay, let's see who's streaming. Gotta go here, gotta go here. Let's go. I'm not a steroid junkie. Let's go right into liar. Because I don't like rating anyone else. Okay. There you go. Liar's playing some Slay the Spire too. Don't tell her what we were doing because this is not my usual content. I don't want people coming here thinking that okay, Ark is always drawing herself on steroids because number one, I barely do art streams. Number two, because they're tiring. And number three, I don't normally draw Muslim mommies. This is like a very rare occurrence, okay? This is a very rare stream that you guys are getting, okay? Alright, no, Ark is not on steroids. What the hell? Okay, well, bye guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow's gonna be some Blaze Blue. And then we're gonna do just chatting on Sunday. Alright, bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. How do I leave? Ah.